everybody? It's Sports Talk Media Podcast with Coach Talk, and I'm waiting on my guests to join the live. We're getting ready to go live. Here he goes.
How you
How
doing?
you doing, man?
Doing good.
What's good, everybody? It's Sports Talk Media Podcast, and right now I got Coach Talk, and we live with. What's your name? Tell the world who you is. Your coaching experience, little league, high school, whatever you're doing, how long you've been going. Just give them a little bit, and then we'll get into the questions.
What's up, everybody? I'm Coach Mike. I've been coaching for 8 years. I started off right out of high school um, to the high school level. I
Okay.
was the running backs coach and the linebackers coach. I had my son at a very young age when I was 20. Decided to take a step down and focus on my son and all that. I just now got back into coaching. Um, And right now I'm coaching little boys. I'm coaching the 6U at the South Lake Soldiers, South Lake Soldiers.
Nice.
Um, and I've been doing that this is going on my third year now. I'm also the vice president out there.
Okay.
I love to give back to my community, the ones that raised me. I want to give back to the ones that made me who I am.
I like that. I feel the same way, and that's what I did all this for. I actually started the magazine like 5 years ago. I had some bumps in the road, so gave it a break, and now I came back. Um, be on the lookout. First issue will be dropping. We
Hmm.
don't know yet. Christmas, maybe New Year's. We just trying to get everything together. I already got the layout and everything done. I've been on the road for a month or whatever. So we just getting everything together. So I started the podcast thing. I'm like, man, let me just, really see too many people doing it like that. So let
Sure.
me get a youth a little something else, you know what I'm saying, to give them a little spotlight, because if you ain't that dog, if you ain't really like, doing like right out the gate, it's gonna be hard to be noticed, you know what I'm saying, coming to
Mhm.
all these different camps and stuff like that. So that's what I really did it for, man. I'm doing it for everyone. It ain't about how good you is, it's not where you start, it's about where you finish at.
For
So yeah,
sure.
that's just a little bit about me. My name is Frederick. I go by Flintstone, just something a little unique to me. So yeah, let's get into it. All right. What experience do you have coaching football?
So I had a very good mentor. I wouldn't even say mentor. I would say I had a very good. And also, it actually started in Little League. I had a very good Little League coach that really bought into me and the group that I played with.
Uh
And he
huh.
showed me that coaching goes a long way, not only on the field but outside of the field. Um, and then I actually had a good coach in high school too. His name is Coach Banks. A lot of people in my area know who he is. One of the best running back coaches I could say hands down that I know.
Uh,
Um, and what he always told me about, which a lot of coaches probably say, is how you handle adversity. Um, and adversity can happen on the field or it can happen outside of the field. And those coaches really inspired me. Um, I wasn't the best player, but I was a student of the game, and I knew that. I uplifted the people that were on my team that I knew were better than me,
huh.
um, to make them better, to make them, reach their full potential, and they did.
Teamwork.
And but I knew right out of high school, I knew I wasn't gonna go D1, D2. I could have went D3 JUCO, but you know, I just took the route of just jumping right into what I felt passionate about. So I
Helping.
went to the high school level, which it was a good experience for me. To start at I would say top, because a lot of people, college is the top or NFL is the top, but in your area, high school is pretty much like the top level. So I got
Right.
that experience right out the gate. I loved it. It's a lot of time consuming, um, But to me, going down to the youth level, um, and really doing it for the youth and our younger generation is really what kind of inspired me more. I wouldn't say more than the high school level, but just to see the impact that I have on kids, even from young as 4 to 5 years old and all the way up to 14. That really put a stamp on my heart and
Nice.
really motivated me to now do more. Now becoming the vice president of my organization. Um,
Congratulations.
just doing as much as I can to the community that I live in, and like I said before, the community that raised me. Um, there's a lot to go around just for these kids. I mean, youth now is different. Youth sports is different than it was. But there's some people out there that have not lost the sight that is what it
Right.
takes.
Okay.
And those people I applaud. But coaching experience, I coach high school level, youth level. I train on the side. I'm more of like a position trainer than the speed and
Okay.
agility trainer. I work with a lot of running backs and linebackers, quarterbacks. Um, but yeah, nothing higher than high school level of coaching. That's the most
Okay.
experience I've had.
Okay. How would you describe your coaching style?
My coaching style is very, I would say, old school. Uh,
Okay. That's
I'm
the
very old
best.
school. Yes. And people that know old school coaching, they'll know what it is. I'm more of like a break you down, build you up. The
Yeah.
more my rule is, the more if I break you down 2 times, I got to lift you up three.
I like that.
Um, I'm very loud for the people that know me. I'm very loud, even on the smaller level. You'll hear me from the parking lot. I'm screaming, I'm yelling, but I'm also patting you on the back when you do something good. Even if you did a little bit better than you did last time, I'm still patting you on the back and I'm giving you your praise. But yeah, my coaching style is, I would say,
Old
very old
school.
school. Yeah.
All right. Can you give me an example of a time when you had to handle a difficult player?
Yes. Not this past season, but the following fall. I had a kid. Some kids you have. They have things that go on outside, like ADHD. They're not very, can't be very focused. On my younger level, we have a saying that I always do. I say, "What's the word?" All the kids say, "Focus." We
Nice.
harp on focusing because not only on the field do you need to focus on the field, in school, in church, but
Yeah.
in life.
Everywhere
You
you
might
go.
miss, yeah, you might miss something, uh, a lesson to learn if you're not focused. I had a kid that was never, I wouldn't say he was never focused, but he was, you could tell he was the odd apple in the group. Always acted out, always was off topic. Um, to me, like I said, I'm very old school, break you down, build you up. So if I was on you all practice, if you got to run laps, if you got to roll, if you got to bear crawl, I'm talking to you one on one after practice. You know,
Yeah.
coach is here to, like I tell all my boys, I love them like they're mine. Um, I'm here for them. I do this for free. I go to
Yeah.
work. I come out here. I do this for you.
Yeah.
And just like those one-on-one conversations with those kids that you have trouble with can go a long way. Because, like I said, you don't know what goes on outside of the field.
Uh huh.
Um, so to me, all my teams that I've coached, I treat them like family, not like an individual or just a random kid or a piece to my offense or defense. I treat them like they're my own. So just like
That's
those
good.
one-on-one conversations and kind of get down to what the issue is, um, can really go a long way.
Okay. Nice. I like that. What is your approach to game strategy and preparation?
So game strategy, what I like to do is I like to find film on the team that we play that week.
Right.
I'm a me myself. I'm the head coach, but I'm also like an offensive guru. So I'm checking out defenses. I'm seeing what they're doing. If they ever blitz, how good those edges are, and the little
Yeah.
groups for them edges are the best players. If you get that edge block, then you might be straight for the whole game. I'm checking out what the weaknesses are for the defense, and even the offense. I mean, even at a younger age or any age, you got to see, are they good at taking a snap? Are they good? Are they good at knowing their plays? What's the little things that we can attack? The little mistakes, what we
Right.
can attack and make their mistakes a little bit bigger. I like to harp. There's not a week of practice that we don't run the whole playbook 30 times. Even if we know it by week 9, we're still running the playbook over and
Right.
over and over again until it's embedded in their heads. And I tell people, you'll be amazed what these younger kids could do. If you don't push
Yeah.
them, if you don't push them, and you say, "Hey, run right, run left in the huddle." If you don't push them to memorize and get them ready for the real game, then they'll never learn. And
Yeah.
so preparation is always harping on what's going on with the other team and seeing what we can do to get above their level and go at it.
All right. Okay. How do you plan to develop and improve your players?
That's a good question. So I keep saying younger age because that's where I'm at right now. But all my players I train for free. If you're on
Okay.
my team, training is free. Send them out with me.
Nice.
Let's train on the off season. I'll have you the next season. So what I do for development is we always start with the basics, the fundamentals, first month or two, even middle of the season. If I see we're behind, we're going back to fundamentals. I
Right.
don't want to move forward until we have the fundamentals down.
Down pat. Yeah.
Um, but developing, I'm always training my kids, and I know training can get a little expensive out there. That's why I offer it for free for my kids, so we can develop um, and just get it done. I mean, I always tell my kids it's not about what you do on these 3 days of practice; it's about what you do outside of these 3 days of practice. Because I might have you for 6 hours throughout the week, and then maybe an hour and a half for game day. But what really puts you over the top is what you're doing outside of this time with me.
Okay. How will your players and staff describe you as a coach?
I would say dedicated.
Okay.
Um, I haven't really had the luxury of having a big staff going into the youth league. I've had a few, parents that just volunteer because it's hard to see me out there by myself.
Right.
But I would say definitely dedicated. And I would say loving as well because I treat all of my players, parents as family. We do things outside of the field. I know this past Halloween we all went trick or treating together.
Nice.
It's
See
just
that?
things. It's things that even in high school you do team bonding things that really make that team come closer together.
Yeah.
And the more you're bonded, the more you'll know that your brother has your back and your team has your
One
back.
band, one sound.
Yeah. So I would say dedicated and loving, and I would say I'm always a student of the game. No matter if I'm head coach, I'm still learning every day. So yeah,
Okay. What are your policies on playing time, absence, and tardiness?
this is something I actually had to get into too. um, so like I said earlier, a lot of us coaches do it for free. Um, if you have a small roster and you're absent 2 to 3 days out of the week, you're really putting a team, not only your son or daughter, because there's some girls that play as well,
Right.
um, in being behind, but you're also putting a team behind. Let's say your kid is the starting running back, starting quarterback,
Uh huh.
and you're missing 2 3 days of practice. You're really hurting the team overall. Um, so what I try to do, I know this year I had a very small roster. We had 11 kids, but usually my policy is if you miss 2 practices, you don't play at all.
Oh,
If you, I mean, obviously, if there's things like if you're sick and things like that, but
yeah.
I know a kid's not sick every week. I mean, come on. You know? So yeah, my policy, playing time in my organization. I think this is the one that I commented on one of your posts. There's no NPR, but I try to
Right.
get all my kids in as much as they can. Especially if it's small roster.
Right.
Um, but if you have a bigger roster, I believe playing time is earned, but I believe that is probably 10U or above. I think 6U, 8U,
Exactly.
and that they should be able to get in that game, get that game time experience, um, and get some type of reps. Because I always tell people you cannot get game reps. Game reps are way different than practice reps.
Yeah.
So I believe 6U and 8U level, or if you're single age 6, 5, all the way to 9. I say coaches give them kids some reps. I mean, there's times you're down by 30 or you're up by 30. You ain't coming back. Put them kids in the game. Let them get some burn. You know?
Yeah, let them feel good about it. Don't just let them sit on the sideline and looking all sad. And
Yeah.
then that's when they go to, you know what I'm saying? They horse playing on the sideline. It just look unorganized. You know.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
What does a typical day or week look like for a player on your team?
So I have a set schedule. And this is another thing probably my coaches will say. I'm very organized.
Mm-hmm.
Then we'll switch sides and do the center to the left and do a scout defense on that side. So Mondays we do all strictly offensive stuff. Tuesdays, total opposite. We're doing defensive stuff, tackling drills, shedding off blocks. I'll have my D line set up. They'll go versus a scout O line. I'll count how many seconds it takes for them to get back there. And then we'll do my secondary, my linebackers and safeties and corners versus an
Mm,
outside run to get them going towards the ball. And
yeah.
then Thursdays is kind of wrap it all together. Half the time offense, half the time defense, and going over game plan. We're gonna go over the play calls that I'm gonna call the first 10 plays, and then kind of what we're gonna do on defense. If we're gonna blitz this week, I give the kids like code names. If I call the code name, you're blitzing. Just things to go over. And
Yes.
some weeks it might be the same thing over and over again. But again, the more you embed these things into these kids' heads, the more they
Right.
understand, the more they will get your system. Um, so that's why I love practice, and that's why I love to have everybody at practice when I can,
Right.
so everyone's on board.
So it sounds like basically when it's in practice, everybody is doing something. There ain't nobody on the sideline, you know.
Yes.
And the play wise, you got it set up day by day. So it ain't like, oh yeah, we just focus on one thing, which is running the ball. No, we gotta do everything. How you gonna run the ball if your line ain't blocking? You know? How you gonna run the ball if your center ain't snapping the ball right? So yeah, it's a lot of things that I hear that I like about that because in Little League, that needs to be practiced on more and more. Like you said, the more you hear it, you're gonna get used to it. You know what I'm saying? And so like if I start a new job tomorrow, it don't matter what it is, I'm gonna learn it within the first 2 3 days, and by that weekend, it's already mastered. So the second week is
Yeah.
just whoa, how you did all yeah, because I pay attention, you know. So
Hmm.
I like that. I like that. Not to get off topic or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah.
On to the next question. How is the academic support system for student athletes in your organization?
In my organization, academics is number one. We always harp on you're not just an athlete, you're a student athlete. And with my older kids that I train, man, I don't. Obviously, we get into doing your schoolwork and being more. For my younger kids, it's more about behavior right now because they're not really getting grades in kindergarten right now. But with my older boys, I harp on the first thing a college coach is going to say when they come visit you in high school. They're not going to ask how good you are. They're going to ask how good you are in the books.
Right.
Um, because these D1 schools, you're not going to be able to even get an offer if you don't have the GPA or the academic grades or the to get into that school.
Uh huh.
Um, so I always say that when you are in school, that is your job. That is your job. One, to get your grades up, to pay attention to the teacher, and to always have a good attitude in school because that can go a long way following your play on the field or on the court or whatever sport that you're doing. You want to not only market yourself on social media, but you want to market yourself at your school and how
Yeah.
when you
Uh
are
huh.
walking around school or in.
Okay. What types of on and off campus activities are available to athletes?
Um, so like I said, training. I'm based. I don't know if anybody. I think I'm the only one in our organization that does training. So we are a fairly new organization. This is going to be our third fall coming up. We just got done with our second fall.
Uh huh.
Right now, we're trying to get a lot of the high schools bonded into our organization. I know in
Okay.
spring we got a lot of the. We have three high schools around our organization: South Lake, Lake Mineola, and East Ridge High School. And I think we got a position coach or assistant coach from each high school coming out in the spring to really help these kids. And not only
Uh,
to coach 14U, but we're going to make them floater coaches. If we got an O line coach from a high school, come help the 5 and 6 year olds, come help the 7, 8 year olds, really
yeah.
get to know a coach. So what we're trying to do is really become a filter to these high schools around us. Um, so I'd say that's one of the things that we have outside of our program.
Uh huh.
And I do travel flag. That's outside of my program. I took a lot of my boys to travel flag, and we actually got the opportunity to go play in the World Championship at Disney in
Wow.
February. And I scouted everywhere. I got kids from Hillsboro, Tampa area, to
Okay.
come get this one in time experience to go play at Disney. We'll
Wow.
bring it back not only for your city but for your state because there's
Yeah.
teams from China. Any
Woo.
state you can think of is going to be there, and there's 1,000 teams that are going to be there. So we're looking to make our mark out there in February.
Okay. Do athletes have the same meal plan as regular students? Like,
They should.
okay. All right.
I think if you're in high school, like I said, your body is your product. You want to I mean, I'll be honest. When I was in high school, because you work out so much, it's okay to eat McDonald's here and there.
Yeah.
Because you're burning it off quick. Until you get my age, you eat McDonald's is gonna sit there and linger for months, years. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think a diet is very good in a athlete's system. It's good to get that in early. Because like I said, when you go to college, they're gonna make you eat right. They're gonna make sure you're making weight, the weight that they want you at. They're gonna basically be on you to do everything.
Right.
So if you can instill everything at a younger age, you'll be ready for that spot whenever it comes up.
Mm, okay. All right. So those are all the questions I have for you. So I'm gonna get into some questions about y'all season this year. How did y'all do it, Lily? And then I will ask question. You can answer the question with high school too, and then we're gonna go back and forth from Lily. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, all right. So how did y'all do?
So Little League, this wasn't our best season. I mean, I'll be honest. We just joined Florida Elite this year, so we knew coming in that we were going to be playing some of the top talent in our area.
Uh huh.
Um, my team specifically, we went 3-6 in the regular season. Actually, no, 3-7. Sorry, 3-7 in the regular season. Um, but again, we went from MFYC where my 6U boys they played flag. So this was our first season of all my boys playing tackle. Kind of getting the jitters out the way, and me being a very I wanted to play the top dogs in preseason. So we played an HOA. We played together for who knows how long. How we really mark up against them.
Uh huh.
But as I say, our record wasn't good. I'm actually really proud of the way we finished our season. We barely made the playoffs. We snuck in there.
Uh huh.
Um, but I'm proud of the development that we had from day one to week 10. That's as a
Nice.
coach. To me, it's not about the wins. It's not about the losses. The losses
It's
are
about
lessons.
experiences.
Yeah, the losses are lessons, and if we have to learn a lesson every week, it's whatever. But at the end of the day, the ones that didn't quit and the ones that continue to come back and get better, that's what really does it for me. So I wouldn't say it was a failure of a season. It was successful.
Okay. So y'all based out of where again?
So we are in Claremont, Florida, or
Okay,
Mineola,
Claremont,
Florida,
Florida.
one of the two.
So let's get on your son. Tell me about your son.
So my son, his name is Axel. Um, he's 6 years old. He has a late birthday, so he just turned 6. So he was 5 throughout the season.
Okay.
Um, one thing I would say, I'm not a daddy ball type of guy.
Mm,
If my son's not the best player on the field, he won't be on the field.
I love it.
Um, now with us having small rosters, it was hard for not. Yeah, I'm not saying my son was the worst not to be on the field, but small rosters, there was times where I had to send him off the field, and the one kid I had on the bench, he come in for him.
Yeah.
But my son, what I'm proud of is the development and the even at a young age, he loves football. Like and when we train, he finds that like it's fun. Dad, can I go outside and pull the weight? Dad, can I go outside and do the ladder?
Mm-hmm.
Dad, can I go outside and work on my jump cuts instead of saying, can I go outside and play with the dirt? There's just things that he loves to do.
Okay.
So
Being a kid.
I, yeah, he's a kid and he loves the game. And I will say, like, shout out to my GTA flag team. There's a lot of talent out there. And then when they asked us to come out there, I felt like it was the best opportunity for him to actually see what reality is. There's going to be bigger
Yeah.
rosters. You're not going to be the best player on the team. And to him, he was the bottom of the totem pole. And that really motivated him this season to get a lot better. And I would say from flag to tackle, he stepped it up a lot. And that's just not me being a dad. That's me saying that as a coach.
Okay.
Um, yeah, there was tears here and there. He's still a little one, but his hard work and drive. If he continues that, then there's a future for that. But if this
Yeah.
is not what's for him, I'm not going to force him to do it.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is just because you're a coach, just because you're coaching your son, means you're not gonna put them over any other child. They all the same. Like
Mm-hmm.
whoever's standing out the most gonna get the chance. But of course, those who don't have the experience, they still gonna get some chance of learning the game, getting in.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? All it takes is a player to, you know what I'm saying? Go send them back out.
Yeah.
Boom. Switch to the next player. Boom. Go to the next player. So
Yeah.
that's with my son, this is his first year. He didn't play flag, he didn't do nothing. He's 6 years old. He'll be 7 in January. So he would have to go to 8U next year.
Yeah.
So they went what 6-4, 6-5. So the thing is, they made the playoffs, first round of playoffs. Got knocked out. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it is what it is. So my whole thing with it, show me that you like it. You know what I'm saying? So in
Yeah.
practice, whew, he got hit by one of the biggest players on the team, which was like the running back or whatever. So
Yeah.
and not the I thought he was gonna knock the fight out of him. I thought he was gonna like he's done.
Yeah.
You know, of course he's gonna cry. He gonna, all
Yeah.
the time. So I took him to the side, talk to him. It's okay. It's okay. Just chill. Let me know if you want to get back in. If you do or you don't. Like, yeah, I would get angry. Be like, oh, no, I don't want to get not really angry, but it's just like, dang, because I ain't get the chance to play. So I would
Yeah.
love to see my child get to do any and everything that I didn't get to do. All I ever done was play basketball, and that was like Boys and Girls Club. Then I tried out
Mm-hmm.
for high school, and my dad was like, "Oh, you can't play varsity because Seventh Day Adventist religion situations."
Yeah.
So I would love to see that in my child get those
Yeah.
chances. To have, you know. So the thing about him, he has a speech delay. So very smart, like
Mm-hmm.
above in his class, you know. But far as me letting him stay in the elite for 8U next year, I'm still trying to make the decision because as of right now, my goal is to train him myself and then get him some professional trainers from some of the NFL players, ex NFL players around here and stuff like that. Then we're going to track because he already got the speed. He top
Yeah.
3 out of 20 plus kids on his team, so I was happy with that. In practice, I seen him. He want the ball, and when
Yeah.
he got the ball, you can see he cut in and then he get hit. Yeah, they gonna cry because they young.
Yeah.
They, you know what I'm saying? They still a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if the dog get hit wrong, you gonna cry.
Yeah.
You know. So what I seen in my son that made me, oh yeah, I'm finna put it behind you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So the only thing about it, give him a chance.
Exactly.
If he don't want to be in, that's different. But if you only using a few kids out of 20 kids, there's no way that you got 20 plus kids and only 3 to 5 touching the ball. Even if that is the case, but on his squad, they had at least 3 to 4 more who could run that ball. And I
Yeah.
felt like if they would have, oh, let him go sit down. Let him, you know what I'm saying? You got to rejuvenate. Come
Yeah.
on. Yeah, it's some ballers who could play the whole game, but why do that? If you got fresh
Mm-hmm.
legs that ain't even get in the game yet, let them get some fun. Let them get some reps,
Yeah.
you know? So, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm happy. So now
Yeah.
this season coming up is on, you know? So,
For sure.
so my next question is the high school you coach for. How did y'all do?
So that was shoot, that was years ago.
Oh, you say you stopped coaching for high
Yeah,
school.
yeah. I stopped coaching high
So okay,
school.
another question. Let me rephrase it then. So what was your best record? What was your outstanding running back yardage, touchdowns for the season? out of your
For
career
this
coach?
season, so my best record last season in flag, we won district champ.
Uh huh.
We didn't
Okay.
start the season out
Congratulations.
pretty hot, but we came back and we fought. I mean, we played the team in the district championship that blew us out by 38, and
Oh,
we met them in the district championship and we beat them. I think it was like 28-20.
oh,
So
that ain't
that
bad.
was one of my best seasons. I would say the best player that I've coached, Landon Ortiz. I know he's at Osceola Cowboys now. He was my
Right.
running back last spring. Landon Ortiz. If you hear that name or you see that kid and he's
Yeah.
available, go get him. Go get him. That
Yeah.
kid is a dog, and I love that kid like he's my own. I still text his mom and I call him, see how he's doing after every game. That kid is a dog. So if you
Uh,
see him or you got him, don't let him go. But this year, we kind of spread the ball out a lot. I had a top dog. His name was Evan Grady.
uh huh.
Um, he won our MVP of the AUG Beat 'em and Feed 'em when we beat Volusia Tigers in the preseason tournament. That kid, he's going to be something else. Again, he's young. He's got a lot. He's got a lot of developing to do, but you can see it. You can see it. I called him my big play kid because when I needed a big play, the
Uh
ball
huh.
went in his hands. But this year we kind of spreaded it out. We ran like a base offense where we had my son played fullback, and Evan was our running back. And then towards the middle of the season, we kind of transitioned to going wildcat with my quarterback,
Okay.
to kind of give a different view of just that basic offense that we had.
Right. So
And
you
then we
don't know
started
what we're
spreading
gonna
it
do.
out. Yeah, you don't know what we're gonna do. Quarterback might run it, or he's gonna pretend like he's running. And he's dumping it off to Evan, or we fake handing it off and it's going right in the middle to my son Axel. Um, my offense is very. We got a lot of motion going on, even at his young age. A lot of motion, double people motioning, uh, swinging around, coming back around. But yeah, I would say this year Evan Grady was my best player on 6U this year. He was a standout kid. He's also got to move up next season. My
Mm,
son has one more season on 6U with his late birthday, so we'll still be down on 6U. But he'll hit strides next season, moving up.
nice. So back to your son. What was his stats this season?
So this season, so he was more of like our up the middle runner, kind of like the same position he played last season. He didn't have a lot of touches, and I tell people all the time, I'm like, um, look at my son's stats. He's with me. He runs my playbook in the front yard, so I can critique it. And he gets what, maybe 2-3 rushes a game. He had 5 touchdowns this season.
Okay.
Um, very small touchdowns, short yardage, being our up the middle type running back. Towards the end of the season, we kind of implemented some outside runs for him. So he has some big runs, 20, 30-yard runs, even creeping through the middle. He's a smaller kid,
Uh huh.
not the smallest, but you can't see him in that middle of the pile. He'll sneak out. And there was one game where we played Ocala Thunder, which shout out number 6 on Ocala Thunder. I don't know his name. That boy is gonna be something else too. If he don't win Heisman this year, it's rigged.
What?
Um, Son broke out and he was playing safety, and he laid him out.
Mm,
I'm not the type to go run over there and pick him up. I gave him a second. He was moving. He's okay. He got
yeah.
back up. He sat out for one play. He came back in. So
Right.
there's. I try not to be dad when I'm on the field. I try to be coach. But when we getting in that car, I'm dad. This is
Yeah.
what I saw. This is what we need to work on. Because I don't want people to think, just because my son's on the field, that he's getting a little more attention or a little more
Yeah.
praise or
Hmm.
anything like that. Because
Yeah.
I try not. I'm not the daddy ball type guy. So just as much praise or put down, he gets that too. I mean, if anything, he gets more put down than anybody. But stats, yeah, he played offense and defense. I don't know the specific numbers off the top of my head, but it's nothing crazy. I think like 4 or 5 touchdowns, maybe 12 to 15 tackles. Nothing crazy. But
Yeah,
again, this is his first year tackle.
that's all right. Yeah,
Yeah, so I'm not gonna sit here and boost his stats, but no, yeah, he's still learning. He's not the number one running back. He hasn't been there yet to earn that spot. But he's fullback. He'll get out there. He'll set up the lead block,
right.
um, and get the other running back going. And when it's his shot to run, he'll take advantage of it.
Yeah, most
Um,
definitely.
and he's very competitive. So that's one thing we've been trying to work on. He'll yell at the line if he ain't got nowhere to go. He'll yell at the line. Uh, Come on, block! Y'all got to block. I'm telling you. I told him. I said because I played running back in high school. No matter if they blocked or not, they still got donuts on Monday. I brought them donuts on Monday. The happier that line is, one day
Yeah,
they're gonna get it right, and that's because of them, and that your
yeah.
stats are because of them.
Okay. So, like you said, you just got into Florida Elite. So, what division do you like more?
So we're on the lowest division.
Okay.
Um, what division do I like more? I would say that middle division, that D. They call it D2. I guess they call us D3. I
D.
would say that
Oh,
middle
so
division.
basically they dual. Is it dual?
Yeah, we're dual age, but I think they called it next level.
Okay.
So we weren't D2. But me personally, I like dual age. Now for kids that still developing and you don't want your 7 year old getting smacked by a 9 year old,
Yeah.
then yeah, single age is that route. But I prefer dual because when you go to
More
high school,
competition.
yeah, more competition. But when you go to high school, you don't get to choose what age is coming at you. Or
Mm.
you go to college nowadays, you might be 18. You might have a 5 year freshman coming down and hitting you. You 25 years old.
Yeah.
And then, but yeah, I like that middle group. And
Okay.
I actually got a kid from that middle group, Kobe from Hillsboro, Ohio. He's won a Super Bowl. Shout out to him. There's some dogs in that middle group.
Yeah.
And I think I see some controversy on Facebook about some of these D2.
Right. That.
It doesn't hurt to try.
Mhm. That's just
But
like
yeah, I would say that middle group.
our 14U was. I don't know if they still gonna do it, but they supposed to play the AK boys. You know,
Them
and
AK boys, yeah.
but the
That's a
thing
real
is,
squad right there.
they was 12U last year, and they won the Super Bowl. This year they made it all the way to the playoffs. They got cheated in the playoffs. They had like a 30-minute, 45-minute delay just talking to the other team coaches and stuff like that. So they finally say, yeah, touchdown. But
No,
you can see the picture and all that stuff. The ball never went across the line. So they
dang.
basically that would have been a second round. You know, but it is what it is. We had 4 teams that made it to the playoffs. And I'm happy with that. So
And what team are y'all with?
Palmetto Trojans.
Okay.
Yeah, New Manatee Broncos. They won it. They beat Sarasota Seminoles. So it was 2-9 for one teams. Manatee County. Actually, it was Manatee County. It's New Manatee Broncos and Sarasota Seminoles. So it's two same area, but two different counties going at it in the Super Bowl. That's the best way you can have it.
Yeah.
So it's a great experience. I'm Still learning a lot. Um, yeah, man, I'm kind of interested in coaching, because I adapt
Yeah,
and at practices I'm helping the kids. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just my son. No, I ain't just pushing my son. No, I'm helping every kid. It don't matter
yeah,
who you is. Put your helmet on, do this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, get in your position. You did that wrong. You know what I'm saying? Those type of things. And them kids remember that stuff. So I don't know yet. It depends on my schedule, because of what I got going on. It might be too busy and I might not be able to. And yeah, so is there anything that you would like to say before we end the interview?
first I want to say thank you for having me on here. I
Appreciate it.
love I love any podcast or anyone that's taking the time to do this for coaches or student athletes. So I commend you and I thank you for giving me this opportunity to come
Oh
on
yeah.
your platform.
You
I
are.
want to shout out South Lake Soldiers, my
Yes, sir.
organization. If you're in the Lake County area and you want to really develop, come on out. And I want to shout out my flag team, GTA Elite. We coming to Disney. We're gonna come. We got 5 age groups coming out to World Championship, and we're gonna bring it back for all ages.
Okay.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Appreciate having you. You was actually the first online interview and the first coach. So
Yeah.
and what I heard, I love it. Keep on the good work. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna pay off. Like you said, 11. You only had 11 on your team. That was the same for our 12. And them boys played they hard out. They didn't give up. They didn't forfeit no games. You know what I'm saying? They kept going. They kept
Yeah.
going. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna make them some dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
And I know a lot of fruit, and I know we might not be the prettiest spot to be, but I'll take 11 kids and develop them. I'll be happy to win a Super Bowl when they're 8 or 9 or 10 or 11. If it goes all the way to 14U, I'll
Yep.
develop them all the way there. Um, but just know the kids over here, we're developing. I know we're a little bit of a laughing stock, but hey,
It
it's
is
about
what it is.
for the kids. It's
Yeah.
not about wins or losses. I know everyone takes got a lot of folks that do this for them. I do it for the kids, man.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So this platform is for not the stars, it's for everyone. So, I like to spread the light in your area or whatever. So whatever you put together for me, the athlete you say who's in college, I would love if you could put that interview together for me. It's just this is how we do things. One
Yeah,
shove the other. And
yeah,
just keep me in the loop. We possibly will come down and play. Cause I
yeah.
really
If
don't
you
want them to
want,
play flag this year. Cause I really want to get them prepared for the 8U. But and then we're gonna run track. So,
when did he turn 6?
huh?
When did he turn 6?
He's gonna turn 7 January. In January is January 17th.
Uh, Dang, I was
Yeah,
gonna say bring him out to the flag, come play in the tournament. But yeah, I mean, this is to me. I know people are a little bit against starting young, but if they love the game, you can't hold them back. My parents held me
yeah,
back till I was 8, and if they love it, I'm not gonna hold them back.